All right, so today is January 9th. That's the 1 month mark since I donated my kidney. So I thought I would just do a video to follow up, kind of tell how my recovery's been going. And yeah, mostly just a journal for me, but I guess there might be a few people who are wondering whether or not I would recommend it. So first and foremost, I'm still recovering. I'm not like totally in the clear yet, but I mean, obviously I can walk around. I can like sort of jog a little bit, but it's like the jiggling motion that's not good. It like makes my insides a little angry. Pain has been pretty minimal. Even when I was still in the hospital, like the pain medications were pretty good. I never felt like I was really like in agony or pain or anything. So I would say overall the pain has been less than I expected, but the discomfort and like nuisance has been a little more than I expected. So for example, like for the first week and a half or so, I had such a hard time sleeping on my back, but no other position was even really an option because like I couldn't really go on my side because I was so like swollen and bloated that it would like just everything would sag to the side and it would hurt so bad. So I would just sleep on my back, but I could only do it for like a couple hours at a time. Then I would have to just get up, which getting up is its own thing. You got to like roll and then get up carefully, like without engaging any of your stomach muscles, you know? And then I would either just like walk around for a while or like sit in a chair. I could sort of sleep on my couch a little bit with like pillows to prop me up so that it wasn't like I was laying flat. So yeah, I could really only sleep a couple hours at a time and then shift positions, sleep for a few more hours. So that was really like the first week and a half. Eventually, at around like a week and a half or 2 weeks, the swelling in my belly had gone down enough. I could start to sleep on my side, and it just didn't even hurt as much to sleep on my back. Hurt's not the right word. It just was less uncomfortable to sleep on my back for long periods of time. So nowadays I can like pretty much sleep through the night, or at least as much as I could before. I have been drinking a ton. Like that's something the doctors told me to do, is just stay hydrated. So I do get up in the night to pee, but part of that's just because I'm drinking a lot. I try to intentionally stay really hydrated. Lifting heavy objects has been kind of a bummer. Like I'm not supposed to lift anything over 15 pounds, and I haven't been like weighing things, but I've been taking it pretty easy, but it's a nuisance. I like took for granted how often I just like move heavy things, and so now it's just like totally inconvenient. Even just like taking the garbage bag out of the kitchen garbage can, that's not really something I can do right now unless it's like super light. But that's like the exact kind of motion that's just awful. Like I feel like, you know, if somebody just put a 15-pound backpack on me, it'd be no big deal. Like that's not going to cause problems. At least I don't think so. But yeah, it's just like certain like lifting motions and like engaging your core, I think is really what I need to be avoiding. So yeah, it's been just a nuisance to not be able to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, with those things in mind, overall, I would kind of say like it's not been too big of a deal. I've been able to work. Obviously, I took a few weeks off, or really just like a week and a half off at the end of the last school term, and then had some weeks over the Christmas break to finish recovering. But as soon as the new term started up, I've been back at work and doing fine. So yeah, it really hasn't like prevented me from doing much. I think people who have like a work from home job like might not really miss any work. maybe a few days, but like yeah, I could work on stuff when I was at home. I was like doing a bunch of computer programming projects and just other like home projects with no trouble at all. So yeah, would I recommend donating a kidney? I'm gonna say yeah. Like it's a small price to pay to increase the quality of life for somebody else, like a ton. Like the recipient, they of course get an operation as well, but they don't put the kidney like way back in the back where it is in most people. Instead, they just like leave it up front where it's like easier to just get it in there. So their recovery is like minor compared to the donor's recovery. And their quality of life is instantly improved. You know, no more dialysis. #no filter. They get to just start leading a normal life again. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. I'm glad I did it. Still got some recovering to do. So far, there's really been no complications. I guess I did have one kind of complication scare at about the 1 week mark. My swollen belly, like the swelling actually like was mostly isolated to the belly up to that point, but then all of a sudden it started like swelling down in like my pelvic area, like even my hips, and then even in like my scrotum, which was kind of scary. So I did end up going to the ER. They did some tests and they just said like nothing dangerous or scary here, just let the swelling go down, and it did. The swelling in that area went down so fast compared to the swelling in my belly. I actually think I might have sort of inadvertently caused that, because they gave me like this like stretchy like cummerbund kind of thing, just to like, I don't know, hold your belly contents in place, less jiggling, I guess, I don't know. And I decided I kind of liked it at around the like 4 or 5 or day 6 or whatever. And so I ended up like doing that really tight, like all day, the day before I started swelling in other places. So I'm wondering if I just like crammed the swelling so much that it had to find an escape. That could be it. I don't know. It could have happened anyway. In any case, it didn't really cause any extra damage. And like I say, that extra swelling went down way faster than my belly did. The wounds have been healing fine. I have 4 incisions, like the main incision where they like removed the kidney, but then there's 3 other incisions for just like putting the laparoscope, which I guess is a camera, just like to see what they're doing. And those are all pretty small incisions. All of the incisions have healed up really well, except for the middle one of the laparoscope incisions. For whatever reason, it's still kind of scabby and kind of like, seems like it's, I don't know, seems like it's still deep too. Like it's not just like a cut where you feel like you would pick the scab and it would be okay. I feel like if I pick the scab, my insides are gonna come flooding out. So I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's like immediate danger or anything, but yeah, that's just one thing that hasn't quite healed up yet. If it weren't for that one, I think I would pretty much be to the point where I could like soak in a hot tub, which would be nice. But they said that showering is fine. Like I've showered and water runs across the things even when they were scabby, and it didn't cause any issues as far as I know. So yeah, I think that's about it.